When the old world ended and the new world began, the last Homo sapien climbed to the top of the last standing mountain and weighed his two sons, Adam and Evan. He said,
"The heaviest boy will be granted the responsibility of supporting his frail brother. If you were privileged enough to have a good start in life, then you must use your privilege for the greater good. This way you will always be equal."
He gently placed his two sons on the scale. Evan quickly sunk to the bottom. He started to cry as the bottom of the scale hit the table. Yet simultaneously, as Evan sunk into the shadows, his brother, Adam, rose towards the sky, giggling as the sunlight caressed his delicate skin.
"Then it's decided. Adam, I place the responsibility of supporting your brother upon your shoulders. Every day you must carry your brother to the stream at the bottom of the mountain, then bring him back without harming a single hair on his head."
As the boys grew, Adam always made sure he put his brother before himself. As time swiftly passed, Evan started to rise. The water from the stream helped him to grow strong and muscular. Yet Adam started to quickly wither, as the long journey, in addition to Evan's rapidly increasing body weight, tired out his frail body. One day, as Adam was carrying Evan up the huge mountain, he collapsed.
"Brother,"
said Adam weakly.
"Yes, brother?"
"My body has finally become weak. Now you are the privileged one. After years of carrying you down to the river, I only ask in return a small favor of gratitude. Brother, take my place. Carry me down to the river for the next year or so till my strength has returned to me."
Evan placed a single hand on his chin as he pondered.
"But brother, you're useless to me. I can finally carry myself to the river."
And with that, Evan turned his back upon his brother, walking back up the mountain. As centuries passed, Evan's powers grew till his abilities extended beyond all mankind's imagination. He realized he had the ability to create life at the end of his fingertips. Power flowed through his veins like thick tar, and corruption soon tainted his blood. One night he sat on top of the mountain, and as the sun set for the first time in millennia, he thought about his brother. He thought about how easy it was when there used to be another pile of flesh and bone that worked beneath him. He thought about that feeling of pleasure, that tingle of glee he felt through his body as he watched his brother's body struggle beneath him. It was at that moment Evan had an epiphany. He stared at the mud covering the top of the mountain and molded a figure. As the sun rose the next morning, the mud started to dry, and as it cracked, a humanoid entity broke free.
"Creature, I, Evan, the last Homo sapien of Earth, have brought you to life. I am the creator of the land around you, which I have named Heaven. I only give you one reason for living, and that reason is to follow my every command."
The creature loomed to its full height. It sputtered as it tried to figure out how to command the muscle in its mouth to speak.
"Do you understand?"
Yes.
"Good. Since I created you, I believe you deserve a name. From this moment forward, I name you Man, and you, man, will address me properly as Sir."
Yes.
"Yes, what?"
Yes, sir.
I just made a ghastly prediction. If I let you talk freely, you'll have no restrictions. And as for your speech, you can't just talk all the time. So I've limited your vocab to only rhyme.
From that moment onwards, man was plagued with the responsibility of serving Sir. And as the millennium passed, their status flowed down their bloodline. For as long as man exists, he would forever support his Sir. And with this simple value, the world will forever spin in peace and harmony.
Here we can see man. Man works hard to provide for his family. He can be seen signing documents as his wife can be seen baking to feed their 2 offspring. The oldest of the offspring can be seen playing with a virtual reality simulator. Offspring often play games such as this, as it allows them to learn how violence helps men feel powerful. By playing violent games such as this, it helps young offspring to become aggressive, sometimes to the point where players lose feeling or empathy.
Die, Nazi scum!
They often release unintelligible grunts to communicate their emotions. If you carefully look downstairs, you'll notice the youngest offspring. She can be seen carefully rocking her prized doll to sleep. Young female offspring, like herself, often gravitate towards toys like dolls because they are socially interesting and allow them to help their social and verbal abilities develop. Her maternal instinct drives her to practice.
This is my family. This is our space. We know where we stand and we know our place. I am here because my children need a guide. I work hard for them because I am here to provide. And for my wife, well, basically in summary, I try and make sure she lives a life of luxury. That's where I stand, and that is my place. And this is my family, and this is my space.
This is my family.
And this is our space.
We know where we stand.
And we know our place.
I'm here because my husband is a breadwinner. So I stay at home and I make him dinner. I make sure the children love one another. I nurture them with love because I am their mother. And that is where I stand. And that is my place. And this is my family. And this is my space.
This is my family. This is our space. We know where we stand and we know our place. The point of life is to complete all my aims. Aim number 1 is to finish this game. I guess I love my family, but they can't see. Until I move out, I'll never be free. And that's where I stand, and that's my place. And this is my family, and this is our space.
This is our family, and this is our space. We know where we stand, and we know our place. I spend my life at home, playing and having fun. But when I'm big, I want to be just like my mum. I wish time would hurry up, though. I want to be a teen. Hopefully when I'm big, my big brother will stop being mean. And that's where I stand, and that is my place. And this is my family, and this is our space.
It's time for me to go. It's almost 8.
All right, my love. Better hurry up or you'll be late.
Love
We love you, Dad. Please travel safe.
Love you too, kids. Grab Daddy his case. Here in heaven there's no time to sleep. Man has to work hard if he wants to earn his keep. We all want to go far, we all want to fit. Got to work hard, got to fully commit. No time for slacking, no time for fakers. The only thing that matters is manual labour. Every day's the same, and life is grand. A kiss from my missus, and a case in my hand. I get a hug from my children before I leave for the door, so I can arrive early on the factory floor. Man will work to the bone, till his knuckles are skinned and bloody, 'cause at the end of the day, the only thing man truly desires is money.
Bye, sweetie.
Bye, Dad.
Here in heaven, we work for our freedom. Here in heaven, man works to be free. Here in heaven, the gods control the angels, stuck in our throwaway society.
Here in heaven, nothing here is earthborn. Here in heaven, everything is made by me. Here in heaven, nothing is built to last no more in this throwaway society.
Here in heaven, our fumes reach the skylines.
Here in heaven, our landfills fill the sea.
Yet here in heaven, the gods see utopia.
However, man would have to disagree.
Stuck in our throwaway society.
Here in heaven, man works for their freedom. Here in heaven, man works to be free. Here in heaven, the gods control the angels, stuck in this throwaway society.
Here in heaven, nothing here is earthborn. Here in heaven, everything is made by me. Here in heaven, nothing is built to last no more in this throwaway society.
Here in heaven, our fumes reach the skylines. Here in heaven, our landfills fill the sea. Yet here in heaven, the gods see utopia. However, man would have to disagree. Stuck in our throwaway society.
Men, this is my factory, and this is my place. I built these walls to keep you safe. In these small confines, I'm sure you'll find you work hard on the work that I assign. If you don't work hard, you'll fall behind, and then you'll break the contract that you signed. You have my gratification. I admire your dedication, although there seems to be a strange complication. Your work has a flaw. It's too strong at the core, and if it never breaks, consumers won't buy anymore. It's your priority to favour quantity over quality. We all need to work together because I believe in equality. I'm sorry your work isn't good enough. I don't mean to offend. I'm not telling you as the boss, I'm telling you as your friend. If you think I'm being mean, simply unkind, you have your own mind. You can leave at any time. Feel free to quit. But you'll be assigned the label of being a disgrace to all of mankind. After hearing these words, just remember your place. Now get back to work. We don't have any time to waste.
When you're rich, losing money puts you in strong. But men never truly suffer when they're at the top. They claim they work, but we all know they profit from the hard workers down below. For every man in this factory, it's his dream to find his way to the top of this pyramid scheme.
Pardon?
Nothing, sir.
What is this? Do I taste rebellion? Do I smell insubordination? This product has a crack.
But
But sir!
Stupid man! Were you about to talk back? How dare you complain? I put a roof over your head. Without my money, you would be dead. All you have to do is sit all day and carve. If you can't do your job, you deserve to starve.
When you see something's wrong, you're not allowed to speak out. They preach freedom of speech, but I can't open my mouth. I have to say something. I want to. This doesn't sit right with me. But I can't risk it. I have to think about my family.
I have the urge to speak, a feeling, a throb.
But is saving another man's pride worth my job?
I have to watch this scene.
I have to stay in my place.
I have to close my mouth and put on my happy face.
Get out.
But sir, I have a family!
Get out. Consider this a warning. I'm no longer playing nice. Don't disappoint me. That's just a piece of advice.
After a hard morning's work, I crave something to munch. So I return home to eat my lunch. But what happened earlier wasn't fair. I need to tell someone. I have to share. The scene keeps replaying. I can hear them scream and shout. I've got to speak out.
Speak out.
Speak out?
I've got to speak out. Ugh, why are we confined to sit in this silence? If you know something's wrong, you don't sit, you fight it, you take risks. You consider the danger.
Honey, being aggressive just isn't in your nature.
We all have it in us, but we're taught to repress it. They don't want us to use it, but they won't confess it.
They?
They. Them. The repressors, the boss, the rulers, the creature who lives on top.
Ah, someone's had a bad day at work.
It's easy for you to joke when all you do is sit home and babysit. But imagine living your life constantly being treated like shit.
Language!
See, this is what I mean. Fucking excellent. I can't use words because I have to be etiquette. I've got to speak out.
Speak out!
Speak out?
I've got to speak out.
So, I can speak out about anything.
As long as it fits.
All right. Mum, this food tastes like shit.
What?
Good son, but there's no need to be rude.
I think you could add more seasoning to this food.
Better. We gotta speak out.
Speak out!
Speak out?
We gotta speak out.
So tonight, at work, you're gonna...
Play 'em.
And you're gonna use your words to...
Defeat and slay 'em. I'm not gonna hold it in. I'm gonna go ballistic. I'm gonna let the beast loose. Turn animalistic.
Get off the table!
Kids, can you feel it? The way your heart raced, that was the taste of what a rich man tastes. And as you felt your heart pounded, you felt your face flush. You felt the adrenaline pump and rush. Fuck, I'm late.
Suddenly there was a sound that was hard for man to ignore.
A booming, an animalistic scream, a tribal cry, a roar.
The sound of a creature's footsteps shook through the concert floor as a huge, twisted monster walked through the wooden door.
Master was a creature who was hard to amuse. He always dressed smartly with his top hat.
Cain.
And shiny leather shoes.
Master was hired by Sir to check the men were well.
He was a demon inspector born from the depths of hell.
He loomed over the man like a vulture on the hunt. His deep, gruff voice bellowed.